Yeah, so mucked out all the stuff that I dug up. Got a few high spots, but that's alright. High spots are easy to dig out. How many buckets did I get out? Let's see, it was 6, 7, 8. Took 10 buckets of rock out. So in the past with the small jackhammer, 10 buckets would take me a long time. Whereas this session with the big jackhammer was probably about 20 minutes, half an hour maybe, of jackhammering. And it got 10 buckets of rock. And I can stand up under the beam. There's the beam, I'm standing under it. So that's good. I will come down one day and start to, from the start of the rock, make sure it's vertical. I'm not going to stress too much about the dirt part just yet. That'll get fixed up when I put the collar in. But I would like to start to, at least this face here and this face here, have them square, so have that 90 degrees and vertical, because down there is where the tunnel's going to start to go under. Don't know if you can see, but there's a bit of ironstone there. Should be alright. I'll see what happens when I dig further down. But there's ironstone bands sort of scattered around the place. Just that when there's a different, like a layer, tends to be a bit of a weak point. So I must be a bit mindful if I'm tunneling along. I don't want big slabs to drop off. But we'll deal with it when we get down there. So we've got to go down another, I think about 4.5, 5 feet from here, because the top of the tunnel is probably going to be about here somewhere. About there will be the top of the tunnel. And I want to have it around about 6 feet tall, because I'm about 5'8" or something. So I want to be able to walk in there. At this stage anyway, I change my plans pretty often, but at this stage, that's what I'm thinking. And I don't know how wide yet. I originally thought about 3 feet. What's about 900? That's the width of your average gate. So that's probably alright. But I don't know, because once I start digging in, I'm going to have to be able to get enough, have enough room to sort of maneuver around to jackhammer, get the rock out, and put it into something and drag it out. So I don't want to make it too narrow so it's too constricted. But obviously if you make it too wide, then it's a lot more rock to get out, especially when it's going to be about 6 foot high, 6 foot by 3 foot. That's a fair bit of rock. So every foot going in is going to be quite a bit of rock to come out. So maybe I'm a bit ambitious, but that's sort of what I'm looking at. See what happens. And thanks to the backyard bunker builder, solved my problem with my post. Put a couple of bits of all thread, or 4 or 1 or 2 or whatever, in the bottom of the post to lift it up off the bottom of the hole. So it's a good idea. I like that. Sort of nice smooth area along there. Some of those bits came out in quite big rocks. I think when I put the jackhammer in down there on angle, they'll probably pop up. So it's pretty good. I haven't measured how deep it is, but it won't be much deeper than what it was last time. I'll measure it every so often. When my head clears this beam by 6 inches or so, then I'll probably measure the depth again. Until then, because it sort of varies depending on whereabouts, I'll look at the top and exactly where I put the other end of the tape measure. Alright, well that's it for this weekend. Working tomorrow, worst luck. And I might get a chance to do something after work tomorrow, but I've also got some weeds to mow, so I might have to do that instead. See what happens. Oh well, a quick update, a bit of rambling, keep on digging.